Okay, so we're all going to try and answer the question, what's our favorite park overall? What's the best park we went to this trip, which was 20 of the 27 here? And what park are we most excited to go back to? All right, Paula, you start.
Glacial for this trip,
And what did you like? What did you like so much about Glacier this trip?
the bighorn sheep, the mountain goats, the Highline Trail.
Good.
What was it? And
That's fine. You don't have to have anything else. Oh, the Lake McDonald and the boat.
McDonald.
Yep.
And at Yosemite.
So okay, so hold on. Glacier was your favorite this time, and Yosemite's your favorite overall. Okay. Why is Yosemite your favorite overall?
Because we got to see all the waterfalls. We got to see the people climbing El Capitan. We got to take a picnic and where we could see it.
Okay. And which park are you most excited to go back to? If you could go to any park right now, which one would you go to?
If I had to go to one right now.
Yeah, which one are you most excited to go back to? You need to think about that still? All right, Petey.
I have two. One's Glacier and Yosemite.
Oh, okay. All right, Petey.
My favorite overall would be Yosemite.
Yeah.
Because it has like a bit of everything. It has, let's see, it has waterfalls, it has sequoias, which we didn't go to. It has some fun hikes we did. And like it has some mountains that you can look at, like El Capitan. It has rock climbers. And the campsite was really fun. And then my favorite for this trip would be probably Olympic. I'd say I had the best time at Olympic for this trip.
Yep.
And then what I'd want to go back to most overall out of all of them would probably be Yosemite.
Okay. Bex?
So from Badlands, some of my experience I had was there was a pavilion that we could climb up onto, and there's like some little hikes we could do. And
the doors and the window
that we got to went through.
Becky really liked bailing in the middle of the night and hiding in a restaurant.
So
okay.
What's your overall?
So I think that was her favorite this trip. And what about your favorite overall?
I probably don't have a favorite overall.
Hard to pick, isn't it?
Which one do you want to go back to if you could just zap yourself there right now?
Like I might not have one, but I have one. I probably don't have one.
Okay. Shell? No, it's Mama's turn.
Okay, I think overall my favorite from this trip was Glacier because of just like being there for a long time. The campsite was cool. The Highline Trail was amazing. Seeing the kids hike that far with such good attitudes and accomplishing that together was really amazing. And then also the other experience of just hanging out on the lake. Lake McDonald was really special.
I guess I should say Glacier's my favorite. And changing my mind, actually. If I wanted to zap back to one, it would be Olympic.
Okay.
Oh, you're zapping back to it.
Okay, Shell?
And then
I'm not you.
Overall, my favorite, I think, has to be Sequoia. Although Sequoia Kings Canyon, I think like they're the same to me. I think that's the place I'd keep going back to over and over.
Okay.
And the one I'd want to go back to right now, if I could, is Yosemite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kind of surprised to hear that. Okay. Well, this is a difficult task. I would say my favorite overall is probably Yosemite. Even though we didn't go to the Sequoia Grove there, the Sequoia Groves are amazing. And so if I could just choose one park, I feel like Yosemite has it all. Has the views, has the glacier carved mountains, has the animals. I mean, it has everything. My favorite from this trip is also Glacier, although Rocky Mountains is really close second. And I think that's mainly because we just experienced this really intense thing as a family, these long In Glacier, we did a 12-mile hike, and in Rocky, we did a 10-mile hike, or 9.5 miles, I think. And the one that it's really hard to say, just one. The one that I really want to go back to is Zion. Although Canyonlands is a close second. I really want to go back and do Angel's Landing, and I want to do the Narrows again. So it's hard. It's hard to compare the national parks because they really are so different. And some of them are amazing to have seen, and you really wouldn't want to give it up. But you couldn't reasonably go back there over and over and over and over again. Whereas others, you could spend basically your whole life exploring the park and never get bored. So, yeah, the parks are special to us and to others. And I enjoyed hearing all of your little comments, kids. And for families that are planning a trip with their kids, I would say one thing to realize as a family is adults can enjoy the looking and the seeing a lot more than the kids can. The kids enjoy the touching and the feeling. And so consider that. Rebecca really enjoyed climbing the pavilion at Badlands, and yet it was nothing more than some bent pipes and some 2x4s. But it was special to watch the storm come in from on top of that pavilion, right? And to eat lunch up there and stuff like that. So, yeah, think of how you can capture the views that you want as an adult and the vistas, while also letting the kids interact with the landscape in a memorable way. So I hope that helps.
And one more thing. Don't forget to bring Canadian bacon.